Okay, so let's talk about change. So one of the key things that goes on in organisations when we're trying to implement change is this desire for people to get on board and this natural desire to resist, because a lot of change efforts are based on trying to get others to do something that HR or the people in culture or the change makers want. And it doesn't necessarily take into account the motivations for the individuals or teams that are part of the change. And so if you attempt to make change in organisations with only the desired result that you have in mind, in the forefront of your mind, then you're going to naturally find resistance, because when you're trying to make change, it's about creating change that benefits everybody. And while some people may have to give more for the change to be possible, there should be a benefit to the change occurring. People should feel part of the results of change and part of the benefits. It can't be that the change benefits only one area of the organisation and doesn't have an impact that resonates with the rest of the organisation, because that's how change efforts fail. Because we are busy trying to force something and we aren't collecting and gathering momentum with the different stakeholders that are involved. So there's often a bit of a thing around the fact that 90% of change efforts fail. And in dialogic organisational development, it's been said that 90% of change efforts succeed. Now, here's the difference. The reason they succeed isn't just because you're involving everyone, but because the decision, the outcome is decided through the process of change. It isn't predisposed and then requiring everybody to get on board. It actually discusses the situation before a way forward is identified. So it discusses the challenge, it discusses the problem. It allows people to evolve their understanding of the situation and then moves towards solutions. A lot of what we do is try to force the solution that one group of people have agreed is needed, and that group, with the best will in the world, cannot understand the complexity involved. And the only way that we can work with the complexity is to invite in the voices and the people involved in creating the change. And this reduces resistance. It may not reduce resistance in the beginning, and it may slow down the beginning of the process, but what it allows is that there's a sustainable outcome at the end, that the people who are involved in making it are also responsible for sustaining it. And I just can't think of a better process of change. Think about it on a personal level. If I told you what you had to do versus coached you around the situation towards what you'd like the outcome to be, which one's more likely to happen? The thing that you feel invested in and part of, or the thing I tell you to do? I'll leave that with you.